Hi, I'm Samantha, and I chose to read Spaghetti and Meatballs for All. It's a mathematical concept story. Before even reading the book, I tried to make a prediction about what the book was about based on the title and illustration. So based on those, I thought that someone was going to cook spaghetti and meatballs for all their friends or family. And it looks like there's a seating chart right here. So when I read the book, I found out. One day, Miss Comfort was tending the lettuce patch in the garden. "You know, it's been a long time since we've seen the family," she said to her husband. "You're right," answered Mr. Comfort. He was stretched out on a bench, doing what he liked to do best in the vegetable garden, reading a cookbook. "Maybe it's time for a family reunion," Miss Comfort said. "A wonderful idea," Mr. Comfort agreed. Let's see. Menus. Dinner for two, serves 4 to 6. Banquets. How many people would we be having? So what I said was, I was right. There's going to be a family reunion, and now they're trying to figure out how many people they need to cook for. The Comforts called their children. They called their parents. Miss Comfort called her brother. Mr. Comfort called the next door neighbors, who were almost like family. Everyone could come. That's 32 people altogether, including us, Mr. Comfort said. What could possibly fit in our oven and still feed 32 people? And this is when I figured that they were cooking spaghetti for everybody. "Why not make your famous spaghetti and meatballs?" asked Miss Comfort. "Good thinking," said Mr. Comfort. "Now, what about renting some tables and chairs?" She got out her telephone book. 2 weeks later, the big day arrived. Mr. Comfort got up very early and spent all morning cooking. He baked 16 loaves of garlic bread and made 8 pounds of fresh pasta. He simmered 8 quarts of spaghetti sauce and rolled 96 meatballs. Miss Comfort picked all her ripe tomatoes, cucumbers, and lettuce for salad. While Miss Comfort waited for the tables and chairs she had rented, she drew a seating chart. Then she got out the dishes, the silverware, the glasses, the tablecloths, and some vases. But when the rental company arrived, they were short 1 chair. "Don't worry," said Mr. Comfort. "You'll think of something." So I was right. There is a seating chart, and she will be assigning tables to the people who come. Miss Comfort found a folding chair. Now the tables were ready. Each had 4 place settings, 4 chairs, and a vase with lovely cut flowers. Mr. Comfort came out of the kitchen balancing 8 plates of celery and olives, 1 for each table. Just after noon, the Comfort's daughter and her husband arrived with 2 children. "Welcome," said Miss Comfort. "Come sit," said Mr. Comfort. "Let's push 2 tables together so you can sit with us," suggested the Comfort's daughter. "But there won't be room," Miss Comfort said. "But there is," said Mr. Comfort. "There's plenty of room and plenty of garlic bread." And right here it said, "It seems like Miss Comfort likes everything to have a proper place, and Mr. Comfort is a go with the flow kind of guy." Everyone was just about to sit down when a car pulled into the driveway. Miss Comfort's brother and their wife, their daughter, her husband, and their twin sons all spilled out. "Welcome," said Mr. Comfort. "Sit down, sit down." "Oh, let's push over 2 more tables so we can all sit together," said Miss Comfort's brother's wife. The Comfort's daughter and her husband got up to help. "But that won't work," said Miss Comfort. So she's still trying to sit everybody by her original plan. "You're so right," Mr. Comfort said. "We'll have to push 2 more tables together." "But that won't work either," said Miss Comfort. "You're right," said Miss Comfort's brother's wife. "Make way," shouted Miss Comfort's brother and the Comfort's son-in-law. They each carried over a table and put them side by side. "You don't understand," Miss Comfort sighed. "My plans was—" But no one heard her. Everyone was too busy. "I said, it seems that Miss Comfort doesn't like that the tables got moved around. She thinks her plan is the right way, and nobody wants to hear her plan." "Save some of the garlic bread for me," a new arrival called. "Me too, me too, me too," 3 more voices piped in. "Well, look who's here," said Miss Comfort's brother's daughter's husband. It was Comfort's next door neighbors with their daughter and son. "Hello, hello," said Mr. Comfort. "So glad to see you. Have a seat while I get more garlic bread." "But there is no place for them to sit," said Miss Comfort. "Don't worry," said Miss Comfort's brother's wife. "We'll just divide these tables into 2 groups of 4. "Go ahead," Miss Comfort said. "But I'm telling you when—" "You fret too much," said Mr. Comfort. "Bread, anyone?" And right then I was wondering what fret meant, and from the content I gathered that it seems that Miss Comfort is uptight and worried about something. And in all the illustrations, it has showed her really worried and carrying around her plan. When all the tables had been rearranged, everyone sat down. "See, Mom," the Comfort's daughter said. "It worked out just fine." Miss Comfort sighed. "Hiya, hiya, hiya," boomed a familiar voice. Mr. Comfort's father, mother, and their little terrier strolled in. "Hello, Grandma. Hello, Grandpa," the Comfort's daughter shouted. "Oh dear," said Miss Comfort. "Where are they going to sit?" "No problem," said Mr. and Mrs. Comfort's next-door neighbor. "If we just push all 8 tables together into one long line, there will be enough room for everyone." "Actually," Miss Comfort began to explain. "Absolutely," said Mr. Comfort. He was carrying several bowls of salad. "Better move fast or this salad will be really tossed." And I said, at this point, I kept wondering how many more people are going to actually show up. No sooner had everyone gotten settled than Miss Comfort's mother and father drove up in their yellow convertible. "Hello, Granny. Hello, Gramps," the Comfort's daughter shouted. Miss Comfort put down her fork. "Oh dear," she said. "Don't worry, we're all family, right?" Gramps said. "Let's just split this long line of tables in 2. There will be plenty of room for us to squeeze in." But it still isn't going to work," said Miss Comfort. A bowl of salad slid into her lap. "Sorry," said one of Miss Comfort's brother's daughter's twin sons. Mr. and Mrs. Comfort and their 18 relatives and neighbors were finally all seated. They passed the salad and the bread. They shared the celery and olives, and when they heard a cheery "Hi, everyone," most of them held onto their plates. The Comfort's son and his wife pedaled in on a bicycle for 2. Their twin daughters rolled in on skates. "Didn't I tell you," Miss Comfort said, "there's not enough room?" "No problem, Mom," said the Comfort's son. "We'll just divide these 2 lines of tables into 4 pairs. Okie dokie?" "Wait, you're all forgetting something," said Miss Comfort. "We're out of salad over here," the Comfort's daughter said. "Don't put any tomatoes in mine," said the Comfort's next-door neighbor's son. "Is there more garlic bread?" asked Miss Comfort's mother. "Who's got my silverware?" asked Mr. Comfort's father. "Hey," Miss Comfort's brother's daughter's son said to his twin brother, "that's my bread you're eating." "Get your fingers out of my salad," the Comfort's son's daughter said to her twin sister. "Don't play with your food," said the Comfort's son's wife. "What did you say?" asked Mr. Comfort. "I said," Miss Comfort said. After reading all that, I felt really overwhelmed. Like, Miss Comfort, there are so many people in there. It has to be chaotic. Look at that. Beep, beep, a big red van parked on the curb. Out jumped Miss Comfort's sister with her husband and their triplets. All 3 of the triplets had brought their boyfriends, who were also triplets. "Now, do you see what I mean?" Miss Comfort asked. "Where are they all going to sit?" "Well, my dear," said Mr. Comfort, "I haven't served the spaghetti yet. We'll just move a few chairs and reset a few places, and there will be plenty of room for everyone." "I give up," cried Miss Comfort. She sat down in her chair and didn't budge. "I say we divide the 4 pairs of tables into 8 single tables," Miss Comfort's brother said. He and his wife moved one of the tables apart. The triplets and their boyfriends moved the other 3 pairs. "You see," said Mr. Comfort, "it all worked out. I see everything is back exactly the way I had it," said Miss Comfort. "I knew you'd think of something," Mr. Comfort said. "Now, how many meatballs would you like?" I said, on this page especially, I said, let's see, it's her original seating plan. I said, "It must be frustrating to have the right plan all along and nobody was listening." And that's it.